hostel here in Flores. I haven't seen as much in Flores as I'd hoped, but when I flew to Guatemala, I was in San Jose, Costa Rica, and they asked me for an onward ticket, which I didn't have, so I quickly booked the transfer from Flores to San Ignacio, Belize. And it was for this morning, otherwise I would probably go at the end of the day, but since I've already booked it and it's non-refundable, I figured why not go. It is pretty early though, but that means that today we're gonna go to Belize, which I'm very excited about, and I'm ready for, but I do need to hurry up a little bit to get there. So I think the transfer is about 3 hours-ish. I just booked it online because I think it would have been cheaper if I booked it here, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna brush my teeth, pack the rest of my stuff, walk to a different hostel because that's where the transfer leaves from, and then we're gonna go to Belize. Exciting times. Also, I have 0 things planned for Belize, so what I'm gonna do there, I don't know yet. Welcome to Belize, everybody. Welcome to San Ignacio. I asked to be dropped off a little closer to my hostel because we were pretty much going past it, so it's a short walk. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today because it's still pretty early, but we've made it to Belize. The sad news is, this is the second to last country of the trip. But we're not gonna think about that. I'm gonna see what I can do here and take you along. Alright, I've made it to the hostel. So far I'm the only one here, so I could choose the bed I chose, which I think is the best one, but that's just me. Yeah, let's go put some stuff into lockers and explore the area. Alright, so this is the look we're going for, but I'm hiking up to the hill, or to the hilltop, to see Cahel archaeological site. I don't think I'm saying that right, but apparently it's the oldest Mayan ruins in Belize. Let's go check it out. I can't seem to find the entrance, and it has started to rain. I've been very lucky when it comes to rainy season here in Central America. Not as much rain as I thought I would have, so I'm very grateful for that, but it's definitely starting to rain now. Okay, so I am abandoning the plan. I am going to see if I can find a SIM card in the city center, maybe do some grocery shopping because there is a kitchen in this hostel, which is perfect, and then see what else I'm gonna do depending on the weather. Good morning from San Ignacio, Belize. I wanted to go and try to go to the ruins again today, but one, it's looking like it's about to rain, and two, I've been told that it's closed, even though Google Maps says it isn't. So instead what I'm gonna do is go to Green Iguana project. Apparently it's kind of like the Jaguar Rescue Center in Costa Rica. Pretty sure I'm the only one on tour. I'm the only one who bought a ticket. But basically you go to the resort next door, which is where you buy a ticket and the tour leaves from. But I seem to be the only one, so this could either be a very nice private tour or a very awkward tour.
I just finished at the Green Iguana Conservation Project, and there's a few things that I want to mention because online it was a big recommendation. A friend of mine actually recommended it, but I'm not entirely sure I agree with that. The tour is about 30 to 45 minutes and you pay an entrance fee of about 11 euros, which I think is quite steep. On the other hand, you are supporting a cause and a project, but I think for what you get it's a little bit much. Now, aside from the price, here's what I think matters most, and that is what they do is they basically breed green iguanas because they are slightly endangered and being hunted. So you get a chance to see them and whatnot before they are being brought back into the wild, because they keep them until they're 2 years old, and it's safe for them to go into the wild because they know they have all the instinct of an iguana that lives in the wild. However, you can pet them, you can hold them, you can take photos with them. This is exactly like photo farming. Like, no. He was like, do you want to hold them? And I was like, no. So it was me and an American family. Now the kids kept playing with them, petting them, holding them, and I mean, you can't really blame the kids for that, in my opinion. But he was like, oh, do you want to hold one? And I was like, no. He's like, oh, are you scared? I'm like, no, I just don't want to hold one. I don't think that's good. And kind of looked at me funny. It would still be very cool if you could see them, if you get an explanation about the animals, about the project, what they're doing. But they were holding, like, you could hold and pet the big ones that they rescued from people who had them as pets or who couldn't survive in the wild any longer due to missing limbs or whatever. Then we could even hold baby ones and even ones that had hatched 2 weeks prior, so like tiny ones. Okay, so I've made it back to the hostel and I don't think I did a very good job explaining what I meant. Here's the short version. The whole idea of the project is that those green iguanas are no longer kept as pets. But the tour you get to do means holding them, touching them, taking photos with them. They're basically still pets. And I don't think that is the right message that you want to send. Like, it's not my intention to bash the project. I think the idea of what they're doing is great. The way they're going about it is just maybe not it. I think if you really want to conserve them, if you really want to show people, you shouldn't keep them as pets. People can observe them. I'm not saying you can't see them, but maybe don't do photo farming. But that's just me. Anyways, that was my experience at the Green Iguana Conservation Project. Just my honest opinion.